Hey guys, Evelyn here on Ironic Exclusive, and today I'm going to show you guys how I created the poster you see in front of you. I got requested to make a poster for a story and I was more than happy to do so. Also, they asked if I could do a video tutorial on it as well, so here I am. The poster features Jong-suk and Ha-young from A-Pink, and it's called This Cold City Guy and I. So I'm doing my best to recreate the the poster that I am doing right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and close my internet because I don't want to be bugged as I record this tutorial. So it's a very simple tutorial. You guys are gonna go ahead and get the zip file with all the things I use in it, and what I really used was just two images, this one and this one, two model photos of course, and the coloring PSD and the PSD to the actual poster that you guys can go ahead and learn from. And here you guys are going to go ahead and I'll show you guys, but it's right here. But I use also two patterns, and to go ahead and make these patterns your own, you're just going to go ahead, I'm just going to go ahead and delete them from my presets here. You're just going to go ahead and click the little square here, and they'll be into your Photoshop, like so, as you can see here, and you'll have them easy for the tutorial as well. So we're going to go to File and New and create a new poster. Our new poster will be with 480 pixels, height 640, and we're going to go ahead and name this poster tutorial, and I can't spell, like so. Now we're going to go ahead and start building the background, which I'm using the custom shape tool, and the shape will be a triangle. And I'm going to go ahead and just hold shift and drag out a long way so that it hits each side of the image. Control A to select on my canvas, V on my keyboard and have it centered, and tab to the bottom. I'm going to duplicate my image. I'm going to go ahead and select edit, transform path, and flip vertical, so that one's upside down. Control A, and we're just going to tab it to the top and then deselect, and we're going to go ahead and make this a darker orange. I have a color palette or a color scheme I've decided to use, which is this here. It's from Duchess.net. I'm going to click and make that my darker orange, and we're going to have it underneath the lighter orange, like so. Now we're going to go ahead and click Control and Shift and select each shape layer so that they are selected. We're going to go ahead and click Select, inverse the selection, grabbing our lasso tool, going to hit Alt and take away the right side of the selection, so that we just have the left side selected. We're going to go ahead and make a new solid color layer and fill it in with green of the color scheme here. We're going to go ahead and go and hold down Control and Shift again and select all three layers, like so. Select inverse and fill it in with just the solid color layer and the color blue, like so. Now we're going to go ahead and fill it in with a pattern. So we're going to our drop down menu, click pattern, and we're going to select the black and white hearts. We're going to set this mode to lighten and at 42% opacity. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to drag in our first texture, which is the city skyline texture. We're just going to click and drag it onto our image, like so. Click the check mark, and we're going to drag it to the top of our image so that the point is hitting the top of the poster. We're going to add a layer mask using our round brush tool, and black is our foreground color. On our layer mask, we're going to delete the end of it a bit, like so. Now we're going to add our second pattern, and we're going to add it the distorted grungy dirt texture, and we're going to click color burn, and now we have something like this here. Now what we want to do is we're going to drag in our models. I'm not going to cut them out. I didn't cut Ha-young out, I did cut him out. And I'm just going to click and select the layers plus this selective color adjustments that I did to match Ha-young to him, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And we're just going to click and drag it onto our poster, like so. And we're going to have them centered, like so. I'm going to tab it over a little bit more. Now if I take away her selected color, you see she kind of matches him, but she's a bit more, her hair is brighter. I want her hair to be a little bit more muted. So I just simply added a selective color, just changed the yellow colors, and I did cyan positive 49, magenta positive 56, yellow negative 26, and black negative 79, just so that she fit a little bit more in with him. Now after I place them, I'm going to go ahead and click my pattern fill layer. I'm going to go back into my photos and grab the light texture. I'm going to go ahead and just stretch it out a bit like so. And we're just going to keep the layer mode on normal and just lower the opacity to about 55% or maybe 63%, just so you can see some colors in the back. So once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and do our text. I'm not going to redo my text at all as well because it was very hard to do, but I can tell you guys what font I used. It wasn't very hard to achieve, it just was hard for me to get it right. So for the big, bold, cold city and I used a Vengeance Heroic Avenger, and it could be found on the font, I believe. And for Guy, I use Brand Bullfeet, which I believe could be found on the font as well. I'm just going to click and drag them over using my move tool. So click the group and the guy and drag it over like so. And we're going to have it set right about here, just so that hides the bottom. Also on their images, I use a layer mask and just use my round brush tool and black to take away some of the bottom of them because they're choppy. So we're just going to add that. Now when we have that, we're going to add one more gradient. We're going to go to adjustments, click gradient, and what we're going to do is we're going to select foreground to transparent, and we're going to go ahead and grab the color and change it to white. Change the second stopper to white as well, like so, and click OK. And we're going to set this to soft light so that it brightens up the bottom a bit. Now we're going to go ahead and just drag in our coloring, which is Bright Eyes PSD by Avivi, and just going to go ahead and drag the coloring over like so, and on top of everything to give it this nice brightening effect. Now as you can see, Ha Young matches him more. If I toggle off her coloring, she'll match him even more so, but I want her hair to be a bit more not so bright, so that's why I added this like the coloring to her image. Lastly, we're just going to go ahead and right click and flatten our image, discard hidden layers because that's fine, and we're just going to go ahead and sharpen our image. So what I like to do is like to duplicate my image, Control J to duplicate, go to filter. I have Topaz Labs and Topaz Clean, so I'm just going to go ahead and add Topaz Clean. If you don't have it, it's fine, it's not needed. I just do it to smooth out my image a little bit more. So after I have my Topaz Clean, I'm going to go to filter, sharpen, and Smart Sharpen, and I add my Smart Sharpen 500 amount and 0.3 radius, and click OK, and just right click, flatten it again, and just save it. The outcome of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave me more requests on poster tutorials. I hope I can get into making more posters, and once again, hope you guys like. Bye guys.